Hey guys, so today I want to share something personal and pretty powerful, I think. So, how God used my husband, Lucas, to actually lead me out of the New Age and into a real relationship with Jesus. So, this is actually a big part of my story of how I went from being deeply rooted in the New Age beliefs to surrendering my life to Christ. So let's get into it. So for about 2 to 3 years, I was really into the New Age, like really into it. So I believed in energy, psychics, manifestation, horoscopes, astrology, zodiac signs, all of it. I thought I had found my truth, and honestly, I had no intention of changing my beliefs, not for anyone. I told Lucas this. So I was so immersed into the New Age teachings, and I thought I had a spiritual awakening and that my eyes were actually open to the real world. Like, I believed I was out of the matrix and had taken the red pill that awakened me to truth. But boy, was I wrong. But even then, God was working in my heart without me even realizing it looking back. So during this time, I was dating Lucas, and I remember telling him early on that I planned on raising our future kids with the New Age worldview. Yes, I know we talked about kids maybe a little too early, but anyways, that's how confident I was in the New Age. So Lucas at that point, he was what you might call a lukewarm Christian, if I had to label it. He believed in Jesus, but he wasn't living fully surrendered and truly following him. So he wasn't walking closely with God yet at that point in his life when we were together. But then everything changed. Lucas went on this Christian retreat, and when he came back, he was different. He told me that he wasn't the same person, that he's changed. And I was like, whoa, what? He was telling me God is first, and honestly, I got jealous because I'm like, no, me first, not God. So it just goes to show you how the New Age leads you down this road of selfishness and makes you believe that essentially you are God. You idolize yourself. You worship yourself. And a part of me, though, also was like, how did that do that to you? I want that transformation. So his transformation made me start challenging my own beliefs, like why I even believed what I did. I remember he would talk about faith and prayer, and I'm like, that's not good enough for me. Like, it's not good enough evidence to have me believe what you believe. I was stubborn and skeptical, but at the same time, I was also seeking truth. And that's the thing, it's so important to seek truth and not feelings or base beliefs on your experiences. Because when we seek happiness or anything outside of truth, we fall into the lies and deception of Satan himself. We fall right into his trap. This also goes to show the importance of knowing what you believe and why you believe it. So whenever someone has questions regarding your faith, you're able to give reason and evidence for it. So anyways, I started going down a rabbit hole of looking into the other main religions like Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, and wanting answers to the truth. And after months of research and reading books, I couldn't deny the evidence before me. It all pointed to Jesus of the Bible. So the deeper I went, the more and more clear it became. All the evidence, history, prophecy fulfilled, and a big one for me, the eyewitness accounts. It all pointed back to Jesus of the Bible. So I was still hesitant, even with all the information given, but there comes a point when you have enough evidence to make a reasonable decision. And I finally did. I finally surrendered my life to Christ. So God used Lucas's transformation to plant that seed in my heart. But Lucas also didn't stop praying for me. He never gave up praying for God to soften and open my heart. So it just goes to show you the power of prayer and what it can do. So no matter how far gone someone may seem, we never actually want to think someone's too far gone because we don't know their heart. Only God does. And in all honesty, I can fall into this trap of thinking people are just too far gone to be saved because of how they are. And I need to humble myself and remember, I was like that too. I was stubborn, filled with pride, still am, and selfish. But like it says in Matthew 19:26, with man, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. So you never know how God is working in someone's heart and how he could be using you to plant that seed or water it. Because God used Lucas in a powerful way through his transformation and witness that led me to the feet of Jesus. And ever since then, we've been walking this faith journey together, both saved, both surrendered, and both in the Catholic Church. So I would say if you're watching this and you're praying for someone in your life to come to Christ, don't give up. God hears and can use your transformation as a witness to someone else.